The High Weald is a special place to live and a wonderful area to visit.
To me, the landscape of the High Weald is extremely special for a number of different reasons. I think you could say without any real exaggeration that you get off the train from anywhere in the High Weald, be it sort of Crowborough or Wadhurst or Stonegate, and you are in effect stepping back 600 or 700 years in time. The landscape of the High Weald is a very coherent and well preserved 14th century landscape. Could we bring somebody back from the 14th century, they would recognise the landscape as it is today. It has largely survived any major changes. We have rolling hills, we have very small irregular shaped fields that have been hewn out of large banks of woodland and ancient woodland. We also have hedge banks and historic boundaries, historic features such as the ironworkings. The architecture itself is made and has been created from the ground that it sits upon. We have sandstone buildings, clay buildings, brick buildings. It's a wide variety of interest depending on what your own particular interest may be, if that's from a biodiversity point of view or walking point of view or architectural point of view, historical point of view. It's fascinating. It's an intimate landscape.
By promoting your appreciation of the area and why you think the High Weald is special, you can encourage commitment and action by others.
As an artist, what I'm really looking for is variety in my work. So around every corner, around every bend, there's a different view really. From an artistic point of view, the interlocking valleys and hills make very, very interesting compositions. And the textures and the plant life as well that are within it. There's a tremendous amount of material. You can never get bored with it. People love the area because not only do they want to go out and walk on it, they want to bring a bit of it back and hang it on their wall and look at it forevermore. My work seems to find its way all over the world, quite often to Australia and America, where these people have moved to, but they need a bit of their old home territory to remind them of it.
That's with experience from living in New Zealand as well. I think this is a great environment here, really special.
My grandparents lived in Hartfield, so we've always as children walked around this area, so it's really special, you know, the big Sunday walk as a family. Yeah. Loved it, so yeah, it's a special place for us.
We're exploring an area of the Weald to see if we can find any evidence of ironworking. This is a stream valley which we haven't looked at before, and so we have some hopes that we might find something. The geology of the area suggests that we could do. Uphill from where we are we have iron-bearing clay, and we're walking up the sandstone, and maybe we shall find something as we go along. A very large part of the economy of the Weald was based on the iron industry. In the 16th century, sort of round about the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, there were as many as 100 furnaces and forges working in the Weald. These were, of course, large water-powered sites. A millennium before that, in the Roman period, this was the largest iron-producing area in Roman Britain. So at various times it has been extremely important, and of course a lot of people have worked in the industry. A lot of the land area was taken up with providing raw materials for the industry, so you've got huge acreage of woodland, for example. You've got pits where iron ore was dug.
The aim of this group is to plot all the ironworking sites in the Weald, and we're gradually piecing the map together, always finding new sites and things. And then we try to date them, of course. That's a very important thing. When we have a little excavation, when there's been a working site, then we excavate it to see if there's any pottery there or coinage or anything like that we could date the site from to know when it was worked.
The more people who value its uniqueness and take pride in the area, the more likely it is to be cared for by generations to come.